We recently just released a program called Single Plane 30. And one of the things that is so exciting about this particular program is I have to say it's probably the most productive, instructive, and perfect training programs we've ever produced at Graves Golf. And I'm pretty proud of this program in the sense that the number of people that have already gone through the program, which is about 400 people in the last 3 months, has produced some of the highest quality and fastest improvement of any program that I've ever developed. Now, why is this the way it's occurred? Because of a system I call progressive training. Progressive training is when you do things in the correct orders, like playing the piano. You would learn where to place the hands and the notes before you could actually play the music. Or if you're learning to dance, you would learn these steps of the dance or where to position your body before you actually can make the dance. The single plane swing is built through progressive training, doing things in the proper order so you can build a natural, beautiful, and amazing sequenced golf swing. And that's what Single Plane 30 is all about. So I hope you enjoy this compilation I put together. And if you're interested in joining Single Plane 30, click the link in the description below and join. It starts on Monday. And if you miss this month, you'll have to start all the way in next month. So I'll put the link in for you to join this month. Hope you enjoy this production.
I have my feet in position, so watch what happens in my lower body. When I swing a golf club, I'm limited in the backswing because of my trail leg brace. That limits how much I can turn, and my lead foot being turned out limits the rotation of the pelvis. Now, when I transition, remember that top view camera where my knee went towards my foot, which creates limitation? My knee goes towards my foot. That creates a limitation. See that? Now, if I keep it there, if I keep this knee in its limited position, knee towards the foot, see that? Towards the foot, I can turn my pelvis, and as long as that foot stays down, see that foot being down? It can roll in, but as long as the foot doesn't lift up, if it stays down, watch what happens. It limits pelvis movement. I can't go further than that with my pelvis. Okay, so this is what's cool about this. So now I've limited this, now watch what happens. Because of side bend of the body, and I'm turning with my side bend, guess what? I've reached the limit. See that? This has a limit, that has a limit, okay? And now watch what happens. Once I hit limitation here, this arm reaches a limit.
But I'm just shocked at how much this single plane 30 program has accelerated my understanding. It's an absolutely perfect way to get somebody into the fundamentals of single plane swing. Number one, thank you. To stay in the moment, stay in the day. Just do what you're supposed to do today, and tomorrow will tell you what to do tomorrow. And you're going to unlock it in a way that helps us build this as a non-thinking process, that we don't get too analytical about it. You just learn the motion and then turn your brain off and let it happen. And number two, congratulations on just an excellent program.
Came to me and said, Todd, you know what the number one question we get asked is? It's like, how long does it really take to learn this swing? Like, how long does it take? And I'm like, okay, where are you going with this? And they said, well, we want you to put together your most effective training program, but you tell us what the period of time is. And I'm like, let me think about that. I know a lot about how the body learns. I know a lot about how the brain reprograms itself. I've taught thousands of people the single plane swing, tens of thousands of people. I've had 1 million people buy my instructional videos. I have a lot of knowledge of how this works. And I said, I can do it in 30 days. I can build somebody's golf swing and help you do it in 30 days. And so what I did was I took this progressive formula, this progressive model that I just taught you, and I put it in a program called Single Plane 30. And here's what happened, because the guys were saying, well, Todd, you're going to start doing this for beginners and people that are learning the swing. And I built a training program that I said, I'm going to build a 30-day perfect training program that me and you and everybody in this room that wants to learn the single plane swing should be doing if they want to build an ideal golf swing perfectly in 30 days. This is the program they should do. And here's what happened. I built a day-by-day training program called Single Plane 30 that basically tells you exactly what to do every single day of the week for 30 days. And if you do this, you will progressively build your golf swing into a perfect single plane swing. And I did it in 30 days. But here's what's interesting. After I built the program and got it finished, I'm like, I should do this every 30 days. This should be all that I do for the rest of my life. This is how I do it, right? It's not like I do this 30 days and I'll never have to do it again. This is how I do it. This teaches you exactly what you need to do all the time. How to keep your swing healthy, how to keep your swing strong, how to keep your swing powerful, how to keep your swing consistent. I did it in a 30-day program, and you should use this. So I built this program. I want to talk to you what this is, because this is what I want everybody to do who wants to learn the single plane swing. So let me talk about what the Single Plane 30 is. This is my transformative 30-day program that I want you involved with to train your single plane swing. In week 1, I build a foundation with you, right? Foundation, address, and grip. Remember I said that's my checkpoint. You got to get that right. That's week 1 in the training. You must get address and grip correct. That's what week 1 is all about. We get it right. You got to get that right. It doesn't help if you get it wrong. You got to get it right. Now we got to week 2. Week 2 is key positions, right? Positions. And by the way, I had so many. We have a whole group of people right now training in Single Plane 30. Right now, we launched this program on the January 1st, and we have a whole bunch of people right now that are training in this. And the feedback coming in from them about this program is remarkable. They can't believe the training in this program. So we're going to talk about that. Week 2, look at week 2, the braking system. What is that? So positions and braking. Now, I want to talk about braking system before we go into what week 3 is. Braking system is, look, I'm teaching you that you got to have address and grip and positions, right? You got to have those 2 right. We all agree with that. Makes sense. But did you know that if you move somebody correctly, you also have to teach them how to stop parts of the body? Let me show you what I mean by that. So a golf swing is motion. Watch me take that backswing again. I take the backswing. Notice how I brace against the trail leg. You notice that bracing against the trail leg is I'm stopping the leg, but I continue to go, right? So part of my body is braking, stopping, as another part continues to move. That creates the backswing. It's not everything going together. It's moving, this slows down and stops, and this keeps going. Notice how leveraged I am. That's my checkpoint. That checkpoint is a product of a braking system in my lower body as my upper body continues to hit that position. I'll show you another way your body brakes. And it's all about production of speed, because now what happens is when I start coming down, I go into my lead knee, stable, right? Now this slows down as this speeds up. This is braking. This is slowing down. It's stopping the lead hip. But this, the trail side of my body, keeps going to produce speed. If you don't stop this, you cannot accelerate this. So in week 2, I start teaching you how the positions are helping you create the proper brakes in your motion. That's week 2. Week 3. This is where I start sequencing you, right? We got to start blending the positions together and using the brakes. So I sequence you. I put motion to it. So now that you got a great foundation, and you now have great positions, and you know how the body parts that are supposed to be stopping as others are moving, we can now sequence you. If you can't stop a part, you can't accelerate a part. Now we're sequencing you. That's week 3 of the training. Now remember what I said about this. Progressive training. I'm not making you move fast until you have this in place. And I'm telling you what to do every single day. That was the #1 request we had from the hundreds of people we surveyed in single plane instruction over the years. The #1 request we had was, please tell me what to do every single day so I know how to do this every day. I'm not left on my own guessing. We solved that in single plane 30. Here's week 4. You know what week 4 is, right? Speed. I am now, that you have this in place, going to start making your swing dynamic and add speed to it. And here's the thing about it. Another really common question we get asked is, do I swing at the ball? How do I hit the ball? How is impact produced? Well, you swing through the ball, not at it. Remember that checkpoint I told you, which is the finish position? This checkpoint here? Well, I didn't say anything. When you go from power, when you start making dynamic in week 4, you go from here all the way to here. Basically, that should occur without even thinking about it. You swing through the ball and not at it. So we're hitting positions now and making it dynamic to produce speed, right? It gets really simple when you have all this in place. Now, here's where it gets really fun for you. This is the absolute most comprehensive progressive program I've built in my career as a teacher. It's something that we will be teaching people for the rest of the time that I teach golf. This will be the program I teach people. But if you don't do it, it's not going to help you. If you don't do the training, it's not going to help you. Just like if I give you a book and you don't read it, it's not going to help you, right? So we built in a daily module. I want to show you what the daily practice module looks like, just a sample of it. You're going to log into the training, and you're going to see this. Do you see the video? And then you see the training, what you're going to accomplish that day. You're going to do 5 sets of 20 reps. And the goal of this is obviously, it'll tell you what the goal is for the program. Look at the module. Look what I'm doing for you. I'm telling you exactly what to do. I'm telling you exactly how to do it and the goal for the day. I'm setting your goal for you. You don't have to think. You just got to do the program, right? Every single day. Accountability is huge. That's the key to me being your coach, is I want you accountable to the training. Now, here's what else I want to do for you. You may have questions pop up. I'm going to let you talk to one of the coaches. I'm going to give you a coach so you can get a hold of him and start asking him questions if you need him. You'll have access to him in what we call Coach's Corner 24/7. So maybe you do a couple days of training. Hey, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. You might have a question about something. Send it to the coach. He's there to support you 24/7 in the program. I'm going to basically help you through this entire process